Major milestone for India's moon mission Chandrayaan-3. The spacecraft completed another lunar-bound maneuver, setting the stage for the separation of the landing module comprising Vikram, the lander, and Pragyan, the rover, from the propulsion module. Remember, Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft is set for a scheduled moon landing on August 23rd, aiming to become the fourth nation to achieve this milestone after US, Russia, and China. Post-separation, Vikram, carrying Pragyan, will begin its separate lunar voyage from the propulsion module. Now, the Vikram lander has been named after Vikram Sarabhai, father of the Indian space program, and designed to function for 14 days, will be engaged in exploring lunar South Pole. And the Pragyan rover 6-wheeled aircraft vehicle, which has instruments configured with payloads, will roll out to conduct experiments on the moon's surface for 14 days.
The heartening piece of news that I wish to share is that Chandrayaan-3 has finally completed its last lunar maneuver. It's entered into an orbit of 143 kilometers by 153 kilometers. And now the next important milestone would be the coming out of the lander module from the propulsion module, which we expect to happen on the 17th of August, following which then the location of the landing would be determined, the exact location somewhere close to the South Pole, which we expect to happen, the exact landing on the 23rd of August around 5:30 p.m. in the evening.
Chandrayaan-3 is in its last leg in its mission to land on the moon. The propulsion module is all set to separate from the spacecraft and prepare for the final journey to moon. Here's a report.
Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft and propulsion module, having spent 34 days together, are all set to part ways and embark on their respective journeys on 17th August. The propulsion module will separate from the lander while in lunar orbit. On 16th August, the spacecraft successfully completed a crucial firing operation, placing it into an orbit of 153 kilometers by 163 kilometers around the moon. This marked the completion of the lunar-bound maneuvers and brought the spacecraft one step closer to its ultimate goal of landing on the south pole of the moon.
And the lander will have its own first initial checkups. Because many systems have a SAPNO propulsion system has taken that, but the four thrusters, main thrusters, which will enable the lander to have a smooth and soft landing, secure landing on the lunar surface, that need to be tested. And other sensors thing also, to some extent, have been tested all along. But now the major thing is the thruster needs to be tested, and then it will take its own course to go for the near 100 to 30 kilometer orbit. From there, I think August 23rd early morning.
The propulsion module is a box-like structure with a large solar panel and a cylinder on top. It is responsible for carrying the lander and rover configuration until the spacecraft reaches 100 kilometers lunar orbit. After the separation, the propulsion module will continue its role as a communication relay satellite.
After separation, the initial tests of the electronics, the sensors, and the actuator around the 800 Newton force thruster test will be carried out. So then basically required maneuver. This time lander itself, Vikram itself has to do the maneuver to go to the 100 by 30 kilometer orbit. So and in that orbit it will, the cameras, other things will try to be turned, into also turned on, but here once again turned on to look at a closer look at the moon.
The lander module named Vikram will embark on its own journey towards the lunar surface. Equipped with 4 landing legs and 4 landing thrusters of 800 newtons each, Vikram is designed for a soft landing on the moon. It carries within it a rover named Pragyan. The rover Pragyan will be deployed upon successful landing on the lunar surface on the South Pole to carry out its own research to find evidence of water molecules.